Welcome back. I'm Multimeteor. This is Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014 modded for greatness, and we're checking out one of the Firemind decks here called Echoing Deeds. In Echoing Deed, eh, right? It's a little slow here. Okay, hopefully that didn't mess up too much. I've been away from the computer for a little while, so I guess it needed to wake up. All right, so first of all, we have 4 evolving wilds. Well, let's see. First of all, we have 19 basic lands, and then we have the 4 evolving wilds. So no stomping grounds and no crack. What is it called? Rootborn? No, I forget what it's called. The buddy land. It's a new word that I learned last week, thanks to one of you guys. Anyways, as always. The Firemind has made it so that you have the 60 card deck, and then you have a bunch of unlocked cards as well that you're able to sideboard in. And I'm not going to be playing with any of the sideboardable cards because um, I want to have like the default deck first of all to just test it out and play with it, and then you guys can do whatever the hell you want. You can download the deck and test it out. And when I revisit the deck, I'll mess around with it eventually. But let's check it out. You have 3 of the Uktabi Drake, which is a 1-cost Drake with 2/1 here. I forget what Echo is. I think it is that you have to pay 3 next turn, or else you have to bury it basically, or sacrifice it, which means that if you play this on turn 1, then next turn you have to sacrifice it because you don't have the mana to pay for it. But if you play it on turn, well, I guess you can't do it on turn 2 because you haven't played the land yet. But if you play it later on in the game where you actually have the 3 mana to pay, you get to keep this guy. But the cool thing about it is, I guess, is that you have a 2/1 haste evasion guy that you can swing in with on turn 1. So that's sort of aggro to in the very least. Anyways, then you have 3 thick-skinned goblin. Oh, he is thick-skinned. He has a bunch of scars right there. Anyways, 2 cost, 2/1. You may pay 0 rather than pay the echo cost for permanents you control. Ah, okay. I see what we were up to here. And this guy gains protection from red until end of turn if you pay 1 red. Okay, so this guy takes care of the echo cost. Echoing Deeds, indeed. All right. And here we have another Echo creature, 2 cost 1/1, Echo for 2. When Mark War Marshal enters the battlefield or dies, put a 1/1 red goblin creature token onto the battlefield. Alright, 3 of those, that's kind of nasty. Sting Scorcher, 2 cost 2/2 with Echo for 4. When Sting Scorcher enters the battlefield, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. That's a very blue-ish effect, but alright. Very cool. Then you have Albino Troll, and it's a 3/3 for 2, Echo 2 cost, and it has Regenerate. 2 of those. You have Fling, I guess works really well with the Echo effect. You cast a creature like Albino Troll, and if you don't plan on paying the Echo cost, you just fling him at your opponent's face, and the guy takes 3 points of damage, and yeah, and you got to do a lot of nifty things on this turn, I guess. I don't know. Naturalize, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's a classic. I've never seen this art though before. That's kind of neat. Then you have a couple of basalt or basalt gargoyle. Not sure how you pronounce that. 3 cost 3/2 with flying and echo, and not fire breathing, but I forget what it's called. Stone skin? No. I think there was another gargoyle. Like there was a creature way back when I played Paper Magic that had this basic ability where you pay 1 red and you buff it +1 +0. No, sorry, +0 +1, and it was the opposite of fire breathing. Just taking a sip of water. Then we have 2 hunting moa. Not as cool as Bronzebeak Moa, but still not bad. And it's kind of modular in a way as well. It's a 3 cost 3/2 Echo guy for 3 with whenever it dies or whenever it enters the battlefield or whenever it dies, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's actually pretty good. That almost rivals Bronzebeak Moa. So another good Moa, and it's a beast as well. I guess that works fairly well with that new beast guy, the beast caller or whatever. Eternal Witness 3. Yeah, we know this guy. It's just a great card for bringing back stuff from your graveyard, and I guess it's relevant since a lot of your stuff is not you're not going to be paying for paying the echo cost for a lot of your creatures. Ravaging Riftworm 3 cost. Whoa, 3 cost 6/6. It's not an echo creature. It has Kicker 4. It has Vanishing 2. Which means that every turn after you play it, or every one of your turns after you played it, it loses a time counter, and when it has no time counters, you sacrifice it. And if it's kicked, that means that you played for 7 rather than 3. It has 3 additional time counters on it, but I guess you just want that 6/6 that's gonna be dropped. You can block with it, then you swing in, the next turn it's dead. And you have Simian Grunts. 3 cost 3/4 with Flash and Echo for 3. That's not bad. These monkeys do mean business. Nice. You have a couple of Fires of Yavimaya. That's going to be really, really great and helpful for those Echo creatures that does not have haste to begin with, especially because then you actually get some value out of them, and you don't have to pay the echo cost if you don't want to. You have Shah of Nar Isle. It's an Ifrit, 4 cost 6/6 trample with echo 0. Whoa. When Shah of Nar Isle's echo cost is paid, each opponent may draw up to 3 cards. Alright, so what you do here is that you let your opponent draw 3 cards, or you don't let him draw 3 cards and you kill him. So I guess that's what that is about. Really interesting. Avalanche Riders is a 4 cost 2/2 with haste and an echo cost of 4, and when he enters the battlefield, destroy target land. Interesting. I like these decks. It's kind of like the spellcaster's deck, not exactly with in terms of the mechanic, but that these creatures does, well, not all of them, but some of them has like an enter the battlefield or exit the battlefield effect that kind of substitute for spells. So your creature is a spell at the same time. I kind of like that. Here you have the Flame Core Elemental 4 cost with an Echo of 4 cost, and it's a 5/4. Nothing special, it's just a big guy, basically. Then you have Citadel Centaurs, 4 cost with Shroud. It's a 6/3 with an Echo cost of 4. That's actually pretty insane as well. Then you have a pretty insane card as well. You have Orabrask the Hidden, 5 cost 4/4, and creatures you control have haste. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. That's really, really great. So you get a kind of Gruul-ish vibe from this deck, but done in such a different way. It's very, very cool. And it's also like this echo effect is sort of the opposite of what's it called? Bloodlust? No, not Bloodlust. I forget what it's called. The the Gruul guild ability, a guild mechanic from Gatecrash, I guess, because that's kind of like everything is a giant growth in a sense. But this, in this case, it's kind of like everything is a spell, and you can pay to also get the creature part for more than one turn. So it's kind of like the same, but just opposite. Then you have the Eon Hop. 5 cost players skip their upkeep step. What? That is insane. So Echo just doesn't apply anymore. That's fucking insane. A lot of spells simply wouldn't work anymore. That is weird and wild and a little bit game breaking. Hmm, interesting. Tectonic Fiend, 6 cost 7/7 with Echo for 6. Tectonic Fiend attacks each turn if able. I think this would be one of the cards that I would take out. Put in this guy, Boar Tusk Leash. So he's one of the guys, one of the 30 cards that's in that you can sideboard in. Boar Tusk Leash is it's not the best of leashes, but it's a 3/4 that gives all your red guys and your green guys +1/+1, and the dual colored red green guys gets +2/+2. So that's awesome. You have Killer Instinct, a 6 cost at the beginning of your upkeep. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. That creature gains haste until end of turn. Sacrifice it at the beginning of next end step. Yeah, that's also pretty insane, and that works well with this Echo effect. Cosmic Larva, 3 costs 7/6. Trample at the beginning of your upkeep. Sacrifice Cosmic Larva unless you sacrifice 2 lands. Whoa. Whoa, that is nasty. It's not going to do a lot for you for too many turns, but it is going to be nasty, and it is going to do a little bit of work for you. Lightning Dragon, 4 cost 4/4 with Echo, and it has fire breathing. Pretty decent, I would say. And it's also a flyer. Another one of the Shar of Nar Isle. That art is just wicked. That is something that you don't see anymore. Scoria Worm, 5 cost 7/7. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, return Scoria Worm to its owner. Return Scoria Worm to its owner's hand. Yeah, exactly. Crater Helion, another Helion. Helions are so beast. 6 cost 6/6 with Echo 6. When Crater Helion enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to each other creature. Wow. Stalking Vengeance, it's also in the Fire Wave deck. 7 cost 5/5 haste. When another creature you control dies, it deals damage equal to its power to target player. I would run this because you don't ever have to pay an Echo cost. You just throw your creatures at your opponent's face. That's really cool. Fury of the Horde, 7 cost. You may exile 2 red cards from your hand rather than pay Fury of the Horde's mana cost. Untap all creatures that attack this turn. After this main phase, there is an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Really, really insane. Just exile 2 cards for that. That's nasty. That's nasty. Citadel Centaurs, you have another one of those. You have 2 Timber Mares. Huh. Interesting. Wow, so you have Spite Mare, Nightmare, and Timber Mare. I guess you have more than that, probably. 4 cost 5/5 with an Echo cost of 6. It has haste. When Timber Mare enters the battlefield, tap all other creatures. Wow, that is also a little bit disgusting. Overwhelming Stampede, not bad either. We all know how nasty it gets. You have another one of these Eon hubs. Have another Fires of Yavimaya. I would definitely run that extra one, and definitely run the extra thick-skinned goblin right there. Basalt Gargoyle, you have a second one of, or second, third, fourth maybe of those. You have Anger, 4 cost 2/2 with haste. As long as Anger is in your graveyard and you control a mount, and creatures you control have haste. So just another one of these give your guys haste effects. Another Tectonic Fiend, not so impressed with that. Albino Troll, you have another one of those. You have another Eternal Witness. You have another Ravaging Riftworm. You have a Swiftfoot Boots, another way of giving your guys haste. You have Pit Fight, which is an awesome card. A nice fight card at instant speed. You have 3 Keldon Marauders with Vanishing. 2 cost 3/3, and when it enters the battlefield leave the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target player. Nice. You have another Fling, and you have another Simian Grunt, and these monkeys mean business as well. All right, I really like this deck. I tend to gush over the Firemind's decks because they seem, I don't know, like they seem like they're. It seems like he pays attention to not just the most recent fads within the Magic community, but also like what used to be a major themed deck and so on. And I like the way he built this deck. So not to put down anyone else that's making modern and making decks out there, but really I look forward to testing more of the Firemind decks. So let's dive into it. Yeah. By the way, it is hot as hell here, and I've closed the door. Normally I have the door open because it's just so fucking hot. If I'm not sitting outside on my balcony reading or something. But hold on, let's see. What should we play? We should play against. We should test it against another fast deck here. Actually, I've kind of promised the Firemind that I would test his decks against others of his decks, or other decks of his, and yeah, I guess I'll do that. So many things that doesn't seem to be properly installed. Experiment, Law of the Skies, Golem Assault. Ooh, that's such a good deck. I'll test that soon. Alright, let's play against Golem Assault. Dun, 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 dun. It's not the best of hands. I'm sure we can do better. Evolving Wilds. Alright. What the hell? Let's do it. Let's do it. This is actually really, really good, especially for when you're playing against decks like Avacyn's Glory that use Oblivion Ring and stuff like that. There's a lot of good removal that come in the form of an enchantment these days. Alright. He has another Evolving Wild. I love that artwork. It's probably the best of all the fetch lands, or at least the Evolving Wilds. At least of the Evolving Wilds terramorphic kind. Boink. Wonder if Karn is actually in this in that deck. Wasn't there a Karn creature before there was a Karn Planeswalker, or am I just thinking of not Niv Mizzet, but what's his name? Of Nicol Bolas. I think I might be. Alright, so I played the Albino Troll, and I guess I'll be paying the Echo cost next turn. Because I kind of want that 3/3 Troll down. Doesn't he have anything? Titan Forge. Put a Titan or a charge counter on Titan Forge. Remove 3 charge counters from Titan Forge. Put a 9/9 colorless golem artifact creature token on the battlefield. Oh, is that right? Huh. Now I'm kind of happy that I have Naturalize. Yep. Okay. Let's drop this. And let's get this guy down. Swing in for 5. And I could consider paying the Echo cost next turn. I still have like 3 turns or something until 3 or 4 turns, let's see. Yeah, 4 turns until that becomes relevant. So that's no problem at all. Oh yeah. Huh. I think I might trade if he wants to trade with this golem here, because he doesn't have the mana to regenerate it right now. Yeah, because I kind of want to put some counters on it. Don't need the mana right now, so might as well get the Evolving Wilds down. Swing in with both of these guys. Alright. Let's kill that. Oh, that might have been dumb. Yeah, that probably was pretty dumb. Because, yeah, that was probably really dumb. I should have killed this guy so he couldn't regenerate his golems from now on. He might drop golems left and right now from next turn on, and they will be able to they'll be able to kill my guys easily because they can regenerate. So that's really dumb. Man, I'm an idiot. What are you? Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may put a charge counter on Golem Foundry. Remove 3 charge counters from the Golem Foundry. Put a 3/3 colorless Golem artifact creature token onto the battlefield. Alright. Alright, so far this is going slowly. And I'm sort of winning the race, except that I'm thinking that he might be a little... He might have a few too many tricks for me. So, in essence, I could actually keep both of these if I wanted to. I could also take an extra counter by letting this guy die. All in all, I'm gonna play him and swing in with my guy, and then I can make up my mind next turn, because he might play some stupid golem that I need to take care of. But so far so good. Get myself a goblin token. This is the most savage goblin I've ever seen, more or less. Like, it looks so wild, so feral. What are you? Soul Tether Golem with Vanishing 1. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a time counter on Soul Tether Golem. Okay, that kind of sucks. And he can regen it, of course. He probably can't regen the Vanishing effect. There's no escaping that. Thinking I might want to keep the Moa around, just as a chop block or to swing in or something like that. What does he have on his mind? This silly little AI. Nothing? Pay the echo cost, I think. And what about you? Or dies? I actually don't think I'm gonna pay it. Oh, I can't pay it anyway, so... That was silly, I should have... it doesn't matter, I didn't want to, so... Never mind! Never mind. Thinking maybe I should kill this guy there. Oh, that took long enough. Yeah, I'm gonna kill that golem. Put some more pressure on the field part. Something's definitely stalling my game a little bit. Here we go. Swing in for 7. And he's probably gonna block. Nope, he's not gonna block. Okay. Alright, something's really wonky about my game. Too many weird and odd effects going on. What do you say, Karn? What do you say? I'm just gonna win this turn if he doesn't play anything that can take care of my Uktabi Drake. So I pretty much out-aggroed him. Let's go even further nuts and play this guy and just make a huge swing. Swing! Come on, game! Here we go. It's Karn, that bastard, who's manipulating time. Alright. This is annoying as shit. Alright. So we swing in, we win. Pretty good deck, all in all. I think it's very well made. I didn't get to test out like every little bit of the mechanic. Like actually not a lot of the things. The echo mechanic works as it should. Didn't get to test out the things that cheats the echo mechanic, but you can definitely see from the deck the deck tech there, or not the deck tech, but the introduction in the deck manager, that that there are some nice effects that you might want to play around with yourself. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm multeyemeteor, and later.